Hey there everyone, Engines of Arlesdale here, and for the first time I will be showing off a layout I build. This will be a new series. I typically don't build layouts anymore as I tend to build changeable sets behind backdrops for when I'm filming episodes, but for the purposes of this video I thought I'd build a layout. Today I was kind of feeling bored and I thought what better to do than build an actual layout, and so here it is. I'll start off over here at Knapford, since I'm right here, where I have the original Knapford station from the 90s. And here you can see I have my Sir Topham Hatt figure and my generic railway employee right here is supposed to be the station master. James, who's supposed to be picking up passengers, and then Bertie, who's supposedly, I guess you could say, he's dropping off passengers for James, before James brings some return passengers for Bertie to take the Farquhar for Thomas's train. And over here, you can see a goods train going by, hauled by my custom model of Barry. He's not really finished yet. I still have yet to add the sticker decals to him, but I used a Lights and Sounds James for Barry's front, then a spare Neville's tender for his tender. I'll probably make a video on how I made Barry someday. And up here, you can see I have the bridge with Edward pulling my three custom old coaches from Season 1, which I used 90s models of Annie and Clarabelle, and then a 2002 model of Clarabelle for these three old coaches. These two composite, and then this one brake. Edward's just supposed to be up here, like, showing the people a good time. And then over here, by the coal loader station, is Trevor, who's supposed to be in a field, like, minding his own business. Then when we come over here, we have Oliver and Toad, who are taking goods train of tankers. As you can see, milk tanker, fuel tanker, and then this one might look a bit out of place, but that's supposed to be a custom raspberry syrup tanker. I know it looks like an O, but that's not supposed to be an oil tanker I made. As you can tell, if we go further back, we can see Duck pulling my custom red branch line coach, as well as a red Brio coach over here by the junction, and then my 2022 Thomas pulling the 2011 Annie and Clarabelle by the junction over here. Over here by my Tidmouth Sheds area, Diesel's kind of gotten into a bit of a derailment, so I put Donald in the breakdown train over here to help him, and Madge, who's supposed to be taking him away. Here, we've got the Brendam docks, which I put my models of Cranky and this generic crane who's supposed to represent Big Mickey, with all sorts of cargo kind of scattered around, and this generic guy, I don't know what set that comes from, and then this Brio passenger, who are supposed to be like docks workmen, managers, whatever you want to refer to them as, with Salty and Porter, the two docks engines, right over here. And over here, I forgot to show this off, but my little village I created just to fill up some space in the middle, with Bulgy, who's supposed to be dropping off passengers. And then over here is Stepney, who's returning after arrest from shunting. The junction over here, where Toby and this generic off-brand, I don't think it's supposed to be Brio, but Caboose I'm using, that's supposed to represent Henrietta, since I don't have her in Wooden Railway yet. Before we come to this crossing where Terrence is supposed to be plowing a field, and where I use my model of Percy over here, who, since I don't have any mail cars, unfortunately, I had to improvise and use some box cars with a Sodor Line Caboose. So it's supposed to make it look like Percy's pulling the post train. And then when we come over here to Tidmouth Sheds, it's supposed to be my custom model of Wendell, who I made from a model of Billy and painted green. I'll make a video on him someday. With Gordon, Flying Scotsman, Murdoch, Henry, and Douglas in the sheds. It's supposed to look like the Flying Scotsman's visiting, and they are chatting with him. as most of the mainline crew, and Douglas. Now, I've added a couple of trees around this layout too, because I feel like it would have been complete if I added the accessories around here. You guys might notice that some of the stuff isn't Thomas Wooden Railway, and you're absolutely correct. Some of the stuff is Brio, Kids Connection, Orbrium. I usually like wide varieties of things other than just like Thomas Wooden Railway, because other brands make cool destinations too. Like this bridge, right off the bat, I'm sure you guys can tell that this is not a Thomas piece. It's kind of on its last leg, falling apart, and I'm literally having to use tape to hold it together. But this came from a random Kids Connection train set that I used. And these risers, as you can tell, are not Thomas either. They're from Maxim Enterprise. Like, I've got a couple of non-Thomas pieces of track, like this right here, or this piece right here. And even some of the signs, like that railroad sign right there, or that sign right here, which is supposed to be a little Animal Crossing sign. Pun definitely intended. Please refer to the video game. And I've even added some fence over in my village. Like, I don't even know if these are supposed to be any wooden railway pieces over here. I just added them for space filling. Like over there by the signal house, if you can look and see the cargo there, that crate is supposed to be a Brio piece, but those pipes are, I think they're supposed to be Imaginarium. I have no idea. But like I said, I like to expand other than just Thomas Wooden Railway, because they make some cool pieces too. Like, Thomas Wooden Railway doesn't make a model of Big Mickey, so I had to improvise and use this Imaginarium piece that came on an Imaginarium train table. So I've basically been using that for Big Mickey in all my videos. So that's pretty much it for the layout. It's kind of small. I've showed off some of my customs, and over here I've kind of got some more customs I'm working on that I've removed the faces and will replace them with eventually. Then here's the tub I used. I've got multiple wooden railway track tubs, but this was the one I pulled from. And then here's one of my train tubs that I pulled my wooden trains from and just kind of threw onto the layout. And so, yep, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.